I will not crash, honey yacht, dash, honey yacht, dash, honey yacht, dash, honey yacht, dash, honey yacht, dash. They slept on the team, now they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best because I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Come on, baby. Let's go!
What? Ready? 59.
Man, I got you.
One left. Hey, one work.
Now Wilson on first down. That one going to be complete to David Moore. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Here we go. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Joker.
Now a man who played collegiately here in the Golden State, Rashad Penny. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. A gain of 3, second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 40 now on second down, Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. They'll run with Penny, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Alert, alert.
Shift, watch the shift. Out. Slam. Jam.
Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
48 for Mike. Guys, game situation. Let's go. Watch twist. Check 37. Watch the shift. Hey.
Alert.
Check. Fresno.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 39.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Penny, a first down carry. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Hey, 0. Gun. That's me.
Mike, check. 59. Check. Check 15. Check 52. Check.
From the 36, Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 26.
Check. 215.
Mike is 59. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come on.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
He wasn't ready.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Wilson. Forced out to his left. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
Let's go. Hey, look, 48. Look, hey, hustle. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's got his target. That's more. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
First down. What? 380.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Go.
Check nickel.
They go back to the ground now with Smith. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Hey, let's get some penetration here.
One flush.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
Let's go.
First and goal, Seattle.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They come out here in the eye.
He's coming. We got double up.
Run left.
Shoot. Kill.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Goff. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Ric Flair.
Check.
Hey, 5.
54. Mike 54. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
Here's Goff. Now he'll escape to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Tonight, like 20.
54 Mike. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Never 12.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
5. Not here.
54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54, watch 54.
Come on.
Goff on third down. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth. So on fourth down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is brought in at the 21. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there and handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Safety's creeping. Spurs. No. Under 10. Under
18.
On second down now. It's Smith, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Two minutes gone by, second quarter.
Pick it up.
Too quick.
He's mine.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Check. Hey, 0.
Mike's 50. Screen. Mike 50. I'm coming after you. Hey, alert 3. Alert flare.
One left.
Bang.
Hey, alert.
Check.
Wilson now to throw on third down. That's caught by Howard. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
First down, Seattle.
Line 90. Titans on Ringo.
Hey, 0.
Four down. Check. Four down.
Wilson.
Now it's Penny running right. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Green 80! Hey, alert!
Got to lose one. Check 24.
14.
Show it. Check 31. 36.
12.
Check it out, Reed. Be alert.
Here's Wilson to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Check tight.
4 down.
24 is the mic.
12.
24 is the mic. It's out of time. It's out. Echo. 24 is the mic. Hey.
To throw again on second down. Wilson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Seahawks on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 9.
Mike's 50. We got it. Check. Crunch. Under crunch.
Got it.
Hatchet. Check 9.
Wilson. That's caught at the 25. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Check 13. Tighten up.
No. Touch 50.
Check 3. Okay. Spell.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
315. Let's go double count right here. Double count.
Switch. Watch the twins.
Now Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Just like that. Just like that. Good work, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They'll try and run forward with Penny, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Now Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. David Moore, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after, and that'll bring up second down.
Here we go. 180. Not today, you are. Not today. Hey, lift.
Now gone. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. You're not ready. You're not ready. Right there.
Throwing on third. Gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Johnny Hecker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time,
pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Check three. Rush in. Good job right there. Whip.
From the gun, it's Drake. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a third and still about 12 to go. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Mike, check. You don't want to pick up the ball. Check. Lucky. Check 99. 12. Check it back.
Check 50.
On third down, Wilson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. Throwing is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
and I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. And I think the ball's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
So from the 30s, 1st and 10.
Go. Mike spot 9.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Let's put that team on the puck. Watch the eye. Kill.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
There. Go 14. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. SOS.
Here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now here's Michael Dixon, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Watch the screen. Check. Kill.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Mike 49. DC.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. He gets it to Gurley. Complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Mike 20. Mike 5-4. On the ball. Kill. DC. Deuce.
On the keeper, here's Goff. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
We're good.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. After the run, Goff going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Back to throw, Goff. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 40.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, LA. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Mike 48, 25, 48 for Mike.
I got him.
Watch twist.
Check 37.
Screen, 86.
On first down, Wilson. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Los Angeles. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Hey, zero. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Check. Fresno.
18.
Watch out.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11.
Check 26, guys. 4 down.
Check 15. Check 52.
Check.
Now Ito Smith. And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
The Seahawks on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Seahawks on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Check. 36 power.
Kill.
Alert. 25.
You got it.
Now it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line.
Their own 11-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone, and with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
White 20.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
5.
Out of the gun. Gone.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Goff. And oh, it's a safety. Goff got buried in the end zone. He couldn't get rid of it. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles and they've changed plays when they see certain sets? A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure, and boy, did it pay off in this case.
Let's go, baby.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Tyler.
Check line 33. Check line 33. Tighten up.
Mike check 33. 33.
Let him know. Check nickel. Hey, watch it.
Here's Wilson throwing again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it's third down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10.
Check.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Safety screaming. Sponge. No. Under 10. 10. Hey, Merlin.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
43-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He's back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Like 20. Hold on. Check. You ain't doing nothing today. A little flare. Bang. Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Mike, go. Like 20. 55. Yeah. Hey, Shell.
From the 50, it's gone. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Check. Ric Flair. 11.
Now gone. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
54. I got you, punk.
Cornell.
Mike 54.
Goff now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Check the outs.
Hey, 76.
Watch the run. 49's the Mike. Watch 49. Hey, pick your game up.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
I'm here all day.
Goff. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Mike Daniels in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Down to the final play. That's where we win in this one. A dramatic